welcome to episode 17 of the Outta Bounds podcast. As you can see, the Big Three is back in full effect. I am 1/3 of the Big Three. Said the Big Three, the Outta Bounds podcast.
The big three. One take Drake. That's all we doing. One take Drake. That's all we doing.
I go out name the Ladale Fashionista, manager editor here at Tribal Culture Magazine, and the James part in this operation. I'm here alongside the man in the middle, Mr. Donnie. Do not call me Donovan Wilkins. And last but certainly not least, third eye, Kyrie Irving, aka Mr. Euro Step to your girl, and a piece of media for Tuck Fashion Week 2021. Our guy, Mr. Noel. How y'all doing, fellas?
Great. Exhausted, but great.
Same here. I know we got a lot to get into, a lot of new developments in sports in the NBA, NFL, 2K, Madden's out, so we got a whole bunch of shit.
Y'all still playing 2K Madden? I've been playing Madden since Madden.
Bro, I played the free trial of Madden 22. Like
it's the same.
For current gen, it's the same shit that 2K pulled. They just slapped a new label on it and
y'all just got new jerseys and new rookies, bro. Literally, all they got to do is just update the roster and update the jerseys. That's literally it. Like what? Why? Why?
But then they would lose money.
Then make a better game. I don't know what to make a better game that people want to buy.
You see, this is how organic this podcast is because we wasn't gonna talk about Madden or anything like that. But I'll say this because although this ain't the Game and Chair, you want full adults on Madden, check out the Game and Chair this Friday on the Tuck Podcast and on Twitch as well. But in regards to Madden, like they did make some nice upgrades to franchise mode. Only thing is that the gameplay is a little bit smooth, especially if you play on next gen. Cause I have a Series X. So if you're playing like on the Xbox One, the base PS4, then do not buy it. It's the same game.
Yeah.
But on next gen, like it's pretty decent. There's some things obviously that they need to work on. The zone defense, when I played it, the zone was broken, but I think they released a patch today. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I think that they fixed the zone defense. And but in regards to like 2K, we're gonna talk about the 2K ratings later on in our 2-minute drill segment. But let's get to our first main topic because Noel, honestly, you have a bone to pick with Mr. Kawhi Leonard.
Yo, I gotta pick them dry ass braids. I don't know, one of them. Kawhi Leonard, as you guys know, if you're a first time listener on the Outta Bounds podcast, I am a Raptors fan for the 6th side, Toronto. Scarborough, Auden. You know what I'm saying, Scarborough man. But when Kawhi left, it was like, all right, cool. He left. No problem. It's fine. It's whatever. Cool. Go back to LA. Do your thing. We got you. You gave us a chip. We're cool with you. You know what I'm saying? The problem I have with Kawhi now, because at first I was like, okay, this is just how he is. Now it's kind of getting to the point of like, you're just an asshole. And I think we have to it's okay, but you just have to be honest. I don't think a lot of NBA analysts, I don't even think the team or the Clippers will be, well, they can't really be like, oh, this dude's an asshole. But Kawhi is just an asshole of a player. I don't know him as a teammate. I don't know him personally. I'm not trying to say that he's a bad person, but his demeanor towards playing basketball, being in the NBA as a job, he doesn't really care. It seems like he just doesn't care as much, whether it's sitting out games. Granted, he has an injury. He's out for a year. We've seen it in San Antonio where he literally sat out because he just didn't want to be there anymore. The only season I saw him play where it was like, okay, Kawhi really wants to play was in Toronto. And that's not even being biased because I'm a Raptors fan, but I was watching the fact that he literally looked like he wanted to play. Like he was playing like, yo, I want to win something. And so even being with the Clippers, it looks like he's just running through he's the one superstar on the team to just run through the motions, and it's just naturally God gifting good at what he does that he just
Ben Simmons.
Just run that nigga just ass.
No, stop.
Are we comparing Kawhi? Shut up.
This is the
same
dude.
The last comment that you made, that's what I'm referencing. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying the last comment that you made.
Said Ben Simmons.
Why are we flipping Ben Simmons?
Because you said a person who's gifted at their talent.
You have to be good to do that.
What is Ben Simmons gifted at?
Okay, all right.
Getting dumped by Kardashian.
I know
that's what he's good at.
Ben Simmons gets a lot of hate, but you guys are not going to sit here and tell me that he's not good.
He's not good.
Wait.
He's not good.
He's not good.
Wait, bro. Did we watch the same season, the same playoffs?
Like this man did not score 4 points in the game in a playoff game.
No. Take that out. You're saying that he's not good. I hate Ben Simmons as much as you guys, but we're not going to sit here, all three of us who have some basketball knowledge, and say that he's not good. Come on, give me one valid argument.
The only comparison
why are you trying to bully us to say that?
Why you want his dick? Why you want his dick? Like, what are you gaining from this? No, I'm kidding.
You trying to Naomi?
What do you know that we don't?
You trying to Naomi Osaka us right now?
No, but real shit is like the thing is in the NBA is Kyle Kuzma and Ben Simmons. They're the two piñatas of like the NBA fans' hatred between players that just don't do shit. The thing is with Kyle Kuzma, he's actually in the gym, not posting, not in LA no more. This nigga's in the DC area working out. But I'll give Kuzma his credit.
That's not what I'm talking about. You guys are saying that he's not good. And I know you guys know more knowledge than that to say that he's just not good. But why is he not good?
He's a good defender.
Oh, okay, so that doesn't mean that he's not good.
But so is Patrick Beverly.
And you see how that nigga just got passed around like you just saw how Patrick Beverly just got passed around.
So is
Mike Conley, a pretty decent defender.
So is Marcus Smart.
He's like out of his prime.
So Draymond Green on a good day is a decent defender. Like I don't.
Now Draymond's not just a decent; he's a very good defender.
Okay, my bad. That was a dig at Draymond. Shout out that nigga.
And so is Ben Simmons.
But
can he not guard all 5 positions?
Listen,
is he not one of the top 2 defenders?
Can he score over any position?
Oh, he can't even score.
He can drive to the hole. He can finish.
He can barely do that. He can barely.
He can barely do that. Oh, come on, guys! Come on. It's not going to hurt you to say that he's good. This is not
supposed to be a Ben Simmons topic. We're supposed to be focused on.
It's because he's a 76ers fan.
I hate him. Listen, I hate him. But I'm not going to deny that he's not a good player.
Donovan, you know what you sound like right now? You sound like a scorn lover who just cannot get over that ex.
Bro, I was just about to say, like, bro, you know my ex, bro, we gonna be out of the club years later. You know my ex, nigga, she gone, bro. Like, why are we still talking about this? What are we talking about?
But I hear that, but you're not going to say that he's not good. There's a reason why
he's not good.
Executives still want him. There's a reason why teams are still interested, despite all these ridiculous trade-offs.
Nobody has traded for him yet. So who's
interested? Because Daryl is giving these fucking ridiculous trade offers.
No, because listen, if Ben Simmons was as good as you say you would, he would have been the first trade off after. If he was as good as you're saying he is. Like Ladale said, why hasn't he been traded?
Okay, all right. So let me ask you this:
if
are you trading Damian Lillard for Ben Simmons?
No, because he's not that good. He's not that good.
Okay.
No, he's not.
Ben Simmons is not worth no All-Star back.
He's barely. Like, half of these rookies coming in can probably cross. They're gonna do Ben Simmons dirty.
I wouldn't have traded.
See, now you're talking about his defense. Like, come on, this man has been a legit top 5 defender in the league for the past 2 years.
You know what?
He's a 3-time All-Star, a runner-up and Defensive Player of the Year.
Time out
shooting.
Time out before I give you a tech.
Thank you,
gentlemen.
You got it.
It seems as though I went to this topic a little bit prematurely because Mr. Donovan here, the man in the middle, he just cannot seem to get over this Ben Simmons motherfucker. Last week episode, he talked about he want the nigga to be a more buzz, whatever that is, a more buzz. Now this week, he's defending the motherfucker.
Yeah, because I am a rational.
You're not rational.
I don't want him. I definitely don't want him.
Look at me, Donovan.
Then why are you trying to make other people want him?
I'm trying to get you guys to agree that he's okay. Like, he's good. He's not no superstar, but he's a star. Like, he's good.
Let me tell you something right now, Donovan.
Please.
It's all about acceptance. We have to accept the fact that this man is hot.
I hope the comments flame you guys.
He's bad.
Donovan, you about to get your pressure
disrespect that you're giving Ben Simmons. Like, I get it. Like, I'm a Philadelphia fan. I have to live through this.
You wouldn't be going,
but I'm not going to sit here
on
a live platform and say that he's trash.
If Ben Simmons played for the Pistons, you say that nigga ass. I'll tell you right now. If Ben Simmons drafted by the Pistons, you say he ass.
Yes.
Donovan, stop before your blood pressure gets like 150.
Right.
over a player who's trash. Why?
And a nigga that he don't want on the team no more. Like,
what's the what is the reason? Like Cardi B said, what was the reason?
Like I said, I'm rational and I understand how good he is. But I also understand that he lacks shooting.
The first
and that's very important in the NBA.
Yes, but does he do everything else? Does he do everything else?
Bro, I just named you about 5 players that could do what Ben Simmons do.
I can name you 5
rookies. They can?
Yes. I can name 5 rookies that could probably do that better.
Drew Holiday is just as good of a defender as Ben Simmons.
When's the last time he was nominated for Defensive Player of the Year?
Who gives a fuck?
When's the last time he was ranked in the top 5?
Did you see what he did in the Olympics?
Man, fuck that shit. Even though I still love Drew.
Oh my god.
Even though I still love Drew, he's the OG of the process.
Are you talking about where being irrational?
You just said a gold medal and an NBA championship doesn't mean shit but a defensive
player of the year. I never said that. I never said that.
You literally you just said that Drew Holiday, who just won a gold medal.
We're talking about performance-wise.
But he was dropping.
You're saying that Drew Holiday is just a better defender than Ben Simmons. I can't agree with that.
Yo, he may not. Okay, listen. He may not be that top tier defender in the league, but as a point guard, which Ben Simmons is a point guard, Drew Holiday is up there for being a defender. And now he has proven to be a defender, a scorer, and a facilitator on a championship-winning team with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's washing Ben Simmons, bro. Like,
who would you rather have on Philly right now, Drew Holiday or Ben Simmons?
At what?
At point guard.
At point?
Hell no.
Why are you thinking about that?
Oh my god! Why are you thinking?
Because that's a really good question. It's a really good question, but
it's a really easy question too. Like it's.
Nigga did the same shit with the Devin Booker and Ben Simmons. Like,
I think it's the fact that there's still like a little slim chance that
he's ass.
Ben can be something, and I think I'm holding on to that, even though I hate him completely.
Did you not last week say you want this man to be a more bust?
Oh, I do.
So
I suffered through 4 years, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's trash.
I'm sorry, viewers.
But you damn sure ain't gonna sit here and say that he's great either.
He's not even average.
Yes, I will say that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's great.
He's not even average.
And I'm not saying he's trash. I'm just saying
he's not even that. Like Ricky Rubio is probably gonna play better than Ben Simmons. And that nigga don't even score like that.
Yeah, you could say that.
But Ricky Rubio.
Wait, hold on, talk about. How you so easy to see with Ricky Rubio when it came down to Drew Holiday, motherfucker? You over here? Like,
it's because Drew Holiday is black. It's because Drew Holiday's black. It's confirmed. It's because
isn't Ben Simmons black? Isn't Ben Simmons black?
That nigga he passed the paper bag test. Stop it.
Oh, so here we go. Here we go with the gatekeeper in the black community.
Colorism. I'm kidding. No, Ben Simmons is definitely black. If he gets stopped. And he wasn't Ben Simmons, yeah. He would have an issue.
He more black than Kaepernick. I'll give him that.
What? Hey, yo. All right, guys. Yo. Hey, the white viewers are like, that's my guy right there. There he is. There he is. I knew Ladale was my favorite. There he is. I knew he had it in him.
All right, but can we focus on the whole Kawhi thing now? Like, is Kawhi Leonard the most selfish superstar in the NBA in you guys' eyes?
Yes.
Because he left Toronto?
It's not even because he left Toronto. It's just his demeanor towards he just doesn't care. Like, it just like, and I'm not saying he has to like live, eat, and breathe. Like, I think Iman Shumpert said it best in his interview with Vlad. He was like, some people are hoopers, some people are just basketball players. That's basically fine. But at least if you're gonna be a basketball player, at least do the superstar duty of acting like you care.
Isn't he supposed to be the franchise leader there, or like
Tyrese Maxey right now looking more of a leader than that nigga? I'm sorry.
The fact that they brought in Rondo just goes to show that he's not a leader. Kawhi's not a leader. He wasn't a leader in San Antonio. He wasn't a leader in Toronto. The leader of the Raptors was basically Kyle Lowry.
I felt like he just got his ring and was like, okay, I can.
We need as sports fans, we need to start confusing best player with leader. Because he could be the best player of the team and not be a leader. Like Kevin Durant is the best player in the world, but he wasn't the leader of the team.
You literally talked about this like 2 episodes ago. Like, to say he's not a leader, some people just aren't leaders. Like like he just said, Kevin Durant's just a scorer. He gonna get his buckets, do what he does, but he don't look to him to be like this leader to lead everybody somewhere. And Kawhi is not that either. I don't see him as a leader.
My thinking with Kawhi is the reason why I can't say he's selfish because he looks at the game of basketball like a business. You have some guys like Kevin Durant who's a pure hooper. Like everybody like KD, like you just came off injuries during the regular season. You barely got through it. You know, your team was hobbled in the playoffs. You know, why would you go ahead? Why would you go ahead and play in the Tokyo Olympics? Dude just loves to hoop. Kawhi Leonard views his body in the game of basketball as a business. You know, he puts his health first, and like kind of like the whole Derrick Rose thing back in the day. Okay, everybody when Derrick Rose was in his prime, everybody used to get on D Rose like, yo, like, why are you not playing right now? D Rose was like, cause he wanted to like be able to like, you know, walk, like see his son graduate, be able to walk with his son or some shit like that.
Exactly.
I think kind of like the same thing with Kawhi. Like Kawhi Leonard's like, okay, like I got my chips, you know, 2-time Finals MVP and all that. Like everything else is just golden.
I think the Derrick Rose and Kawhi thing is different because Derrick Rose still cared. Like when him growing up in Chicago, going to play for the Bulls, because that's like Derrick Rose. Even to me, that's my Michael Jordan, and that's just my opinion because I love watching. No, but I'm not saying he's better than Michael Jordan. I'm just saying like growing up watching basketball, my first introduction was watching Derrick Rose play. So that's what made me love basketball. So to me, Derrick Rose takes that mantle. So it's like, but Derrick Rose is different. Yeah, shout out to D Rose, but Derrick Rose is different because Derrick Rose still, at least on the court and off the court, cared about still being presentable as like a superstar-esque figure. Kawhi just doesn't. Like Kawhi's just like, oh, I'm hurt, all right, and just sits back like, oh, okay.
I think because the thing is with Kawhi, he sees through the bullshit, like with this whole sports media. So it's like, okay, like because some things that people say about Kawhi, like you cannot read him. He's very mysterious. He doesn't talk to the media like that and all type of shit. Like I think he views the game, like I said, as a job. It's a business, you know. Like everybody just doing their job. Like the media, they gonna talk good, they gonna talk bad about you. It comes with the territory. He just out here living. He get his money. Thing is, maybe the reason why some people might say he's selfish because he signed a max extension with the Clippers, and he's gonna basically be out for the whole season.
So that's a free. Oh, that's a free.
So
that's an expensive ass vacation.
He got surgery to repair partially torn ACL, and he's most likely going to miss the whole
ACL. Year. Oh yeah, if it's ACL, yeah. There's no. The thing is, being a former athlete is just like I never rushed back from injury, and I didn't care. So I get that aspect of it of being an athlete and wanting to be able to still walk on and off the field and court, whatever. I understand that, but I just think his demeanor towards, like you said, it's not like this is what I love. I like to hoop. Like you have the J.R. Smiths, the Melos, the LeBrons, the K. These guys that are hoopers that love this game, and then you have Kawhi Leonard, who, like you said, he just views it as like I'm a punch in, drop my 45, punch out, and that's all you're gonna get from me. He really looks at it as a job, and there isn't anything wrong with that. But what comes with his job is still at least acting like you care to an extent. You don't got to be a leader, but just act like you care. If you got to show up to the game and you injured, wear your suit, sit on the bench, cheer on the man or whatever, and then you're good. Like, just show the people that you somewhat care. Because right now, him, like you said, it seems selfish because that's an expensive vacation. You just signed a max, and now you're not playing the entire season. The Clippers, that's a 50-50. That's a 50-50 investment when you look at it from a business standpoint. Because maybe he's in. You don't know. It's just we're gonna bet on the fact that Kawhi is gonna come back and do what he did in Toronto for the Clippers.
And not only that, considering the fact that Kawhi and PG PG-13 as in Paul George. Like they're both like in their early 30s.
Yeah.
So they're basically in the back end of their prime. So this is basically gonna be a wasted season for Kawhi in the sense that he's not gonna play. For Paul George in the sense that okay, like
what's the point of playing?
Yeah, because the team you might make the playoffs, but y'all not really gonna go that far. You lost Patrick Beverly. You got back Eric Bledsoe. But
you have Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's like a young buck. Like he's cool and all, but like where's the ceiling? Especially when the Warriors are gonna be better.
With Clay,
the Lakers got better.
Better.
On paper, the Lakers got better. We'll see how it looks on
the Phoenix
on the
Suns. Want revenge? They're coming back for the the Phoenix. Nah, don't do that because Devin Booker will fucking around drop 81. Don't say that because you're not gonna be saying that when the season started around. Devin Booker dropped 81 on some niggas. Because the moment Devin Booker played the Lakers and dropped 50 on all them old niggas, it's over. You can't tell Devin Booker he not cold. If Devin Booker played the Lakers and drop a smooth 50.
I know he's cold. Donovan doesn't. Donovan got to think about Ben Simmons or Devin Booker. Like,
so here we go.
No, I don't.
Our arch nemesis are Ladale got Chris Paul. You hate him. Donovan got Devin Booker for some reason because he probably takes all the white
women.
And KD.
I have nothing against Devin Booker. If anything, against KD.
Okay, bud. And then for me, I guess it's Kawhi Leonard. Not even because I'm a Toronto fan, because I don't care. Like he did his thing, but it's just like I don't know. It's just like, bro, he just doesn't care.
It's crazy. You're a Raptors fan, but you wasn't even around during the Vince Carter era.
I grew up when I remember watching a Raptors game when Bosh was still playing, or before he got traded to the Heat. I remember that. I didn't watch Vince. I don't even think I was born when Vince Carter was playing. But I remember watching when DeRozan. I remember watching DeRozan play when DeRozan was drafted. DeRozan was hard. I remember when Lowry came there. Lowry was hard. I remember that, but I don't remember the Vince Saturday. I wasn't old enough to watch that. or just care in general.
All right, but Donovan, before we move on, what's your thoughts on Kawhi? Is he selfish? Do you understand the business side of his reasoning? Where you at with it?
Yeah, like Noel said, I think he just views it as a business, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do think it's a little. I think it's a little premature to sign a contract like that when there's what he's out for the season, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's bad timing, I would say, but I don't know what the Clippers want with him for the rest of his career.
Well, speaking of wants for the rest of their career, let's move on to our second main topic of this week's episode, and that is in regards to Mr. Joel Embiid. Now, he just recently signed a new extension.
Whoa, hold on. Sorry, Ladale. Are you sighing, though? Do you have something against my guy?
Yo, I'm going to tell you right now. The Sixers did this.
Embiid probably the only player on the team worth Donovan cap.
He is the only player.
No, listen. They signed his extension. Cool. They don't get knocked out in the second round of the Eastern Conference Finals next year. It doesn't. Okay.
Semifinals.
Barely that.
Yeah, barely that. We'll see where the Raptors go from here.
We can. I don't mind talking about my Raptors because we drafted well.
At least they got shooters. They got a chip.
We got the chip. What did Drake say? I like my chips with the dip. That's what I thought. Anyway.
Okay, we got 3. If we're talking about overall ranks.
Nigga, you weren't even born.
Okay.
We talked about this already.
That's why I don't understand that argument of.
Bro, I'm a Yankee fan. That's like me claiming all 27.
You can because you
know it damn well half them joints were during Jim Crow era.
Exactly.
Niggas were smoking.
Black people were playing base. Black people could have played in the major leagues when the Yankees won those first few chips in the 1920s.
Yeah, dudes were out here smoking cigarettes. Were you know what? Maybe I got to play tonight. What do you do? Play for the Yankees, and then just goes out and well, maybe just. No, that's stupid. Don't.
Oh, man, Donovan, you tried. They said we got 3. Nigga, it wasn't even a lot.
Look, I hate the argument just as much
AI
as
didn't
you.
get a ring with the AI didn't even get a ring. I don't want to hear it. Y'all did AI a disservice. I'm sorry. Y'all did AI.
Yeah, our organization. I don't know what the fuck that team was. I don't know what the fuck that team was.
You might be like, you know what? You damn right. I can't say nothing. You right. You know what I'm saying? We did that man dirty. Simple. Like, no, y'all did AI dirty. But yeah, Joel Embiid, happy for him. Get his bag. Probably the only superstar on that team. Tobias Harris is good.
Yeah, but
that's about it.
That's really about it. Like, it's like Tobias Harris is good. Like, he'll give you a smooth 18. Like, that's cool. He's not bad, but don't look for anybody else to really do something. Like, there's probably gonna be a white dude that we can't pronounce his last name from like Slovakia. I don't know. Like,
I'm not even sure to call it racism, but the negativity that you have for the.
This is called the Out of Bounds podcast. We're gonna say some shit that's out of bounds. Sometimes.
First of all, shout out to the homies out there in Europe and Slovakia. Nothing against you. Shout out to all the European international.
That is
players.
A real place.
It's all Slovakia. Yes, Slovakia is actually. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Oh, that's a real place.
You thought it was a place in the MCU or some shit?
I'm thinking like Slovenia or some shit.
That's what I'm. That's also a real place.
It's called Czechoslovakia.
I know that, but like
Czechoslovakia. That's the whole word. That's the whole name of the country. The Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia.
I had a blonde moment just now. It happened.
But no, shout out to all the international players. It's no dig, but it is.
Do sound like some MCU shit though.
Doctor Strange.
Because I thought that's what you. Yeah, Doctor Strange.
So multiverse shit in Slovakia.
But no, like. There's teams like the Wizards and like that just has like, okay, we have this guy, and then just like a random international white guy from like a European country.
Oh yeah, that's always been Philadelphia.
Like, that's the trope. That's the filler, and it sucks because there's a lot of good hoopers out there in Europe, but it's like the filler. Like, oh, we got a couple of black guys, and then we have like that one white dude. You really can't pronounce his last name, but he can hoop, I guess. Like he's here, and that's kind of
Korsmas.
Don't even know who that is, but yeah, him.
He's
his first name start with F or some shit.
Furkan.
Yeah.
Korsmas.
Wait, Timothy Mozgov? That was legal robbery. Buddy was terrible, and he gets signed at $90 million. That was legal robbery, as Mayweather would put it. Legal robbery. I was like, "What are you? You're not even an 80 overall in 2K. What? I wouldn't even trade for you in 2K. What the? I wouldn't even 70. I would not have even given him that contract in 2K my league at all. Like,
there's been a couple of international players that the Philadelphia had that just didn't really amount to anything and just fell to the wayside.
I thought Dario Saric was gonna be somebody.
He was some. Everybody liked him. I remember
when Joel Embiid came with this nickname for the 76ers. He called them like the Feds because you had Markelle Fultz, you had Embiid. You had Dario Saric and you had Ben Simmons.
The Feds.
You call the Feds. And when the 21-2022 season starts, chances are that the only one from the so-called Feds that's going to be there is the one with the extension. That's Joel Embiid. So, Donovan, do you think, considering like Embiid, like he's one of the top 10 best players in the league, especially when he's healthy, but he does have an injury. He does have a medical history here. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's worth the max extension that he signed for?
100%.
100%.
No, I mean that's valid. I agree with Donovan. It's valid. He's the superstar center.
I look at it. You have no choice but to pay him.
You don't, because if you don't, he's gonna go somewhere else to get paid.
Facts.
Simple. Like they don't have a choice. Like Embiid is their superstar. That's their process that they love to say. Like trust the process.
That's our guy.
That's their guy. So and he deserves it. He deserves to get his extension. And he's a good player. All I was saying is that's all they have. Like, so that's cool that you gave him an extension, but unless you're giving him pieces, unless you're building around him.
That's what we did last year, and it just didn't amount to anything.
I feel like it got worse when y'all traded away Jimmy Butler because my conspiracy is Jimmy Butler was unleashing the truth about the 76ers to themselves, and they didn't like it, so they just sent him to Miami thinking that it was going to be bad. And now Jimmy Butler signed one.
I mean, that was probably our best team.
That was their best chance to get a ring. That year, best team to try and go to the finals. And after that, it's just trash. Like after Jimmy Butler left, JJ Redick left. It was bad.
I wouldn't say we're trash because we still made the playoffs consecutive 40 years.
Y'all trash.
That is such a loser mentality. Oh, because we made the playoffs. Like, what good is making the playoffs if you ain't winning the chip?
That's to say that we're not.
That's a Portland Trailblazers mentality.
All right, so the Hawks are trash, right?
No, because the Hawks were underdogs. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Niggas were not expecting them to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's the because I knew you would bring up the Hawks because I knew it. But it's different because the expectation.
No, because here's the thing: if any team besides the Bucks lost in the playoffs, it was a bad season, right?
No. Well, technically, but like context matters here. Like
okay,
a team like the Atlanta Hawks, nobody really the way the season started, they wasn't supposed to make the playoffs. All of a sudden, they hired Nate McMahon to be their head coach, and they take off. Nobody thought they was gonna beat the Knicks. I certainly thought the Knicks was gonna beat them. Wow, they beat the Knicks, and then they end up beating Philly. Nobody saw that coming,
and they held their own against Giannis.
No one predicted that shit was gonna happen.
Game 7, I told.
And that's how he got the third eye nickname because he hit on that.
I predicted it twice. I predicted the New York series and I predicted the other Philly series.
The same, like even going back. All right, so the Phoenix Suns, right? Nobody expected the Phoenix Suns to even make it to the finals. Nobody predicted them to go that far. Like, how does a team that wasn't even in the bubble last year? I mean, when I talk about the bubble, I mean like the play-in tournament.
Yeah,
ends up to the finals the next year. The Lakers, on the other hand, that's a disappointment because they had expectations to win.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets, that's a disappointment because KD, Harden, Kyrie, they supposed to do something. And they most likely they would have if Harden never got hurt, Kyrie never got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But a team like another team, bubble French playoff team,
Nuggets,
the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets, they are who they are. Like they're talented, but nobody expects them to win a chip.
Yeah, I feel like the Denver Nuggets, they're like Ladale is correct because they're just like, oh, they're there. That's really it. They're just there. They're talented.
2 years ago, they were like number 1 or number 2 seed, and they fell short also.
The previous year, but that was the bubble year. Nobody really thought they were gonna go that far because they were supposed to lose that series to the Clippers. They came back from 3-1 to beat the Clippers. A team like this, these are teams that I feel underachieved in the playoffs. The Knicks, from the standpoint that they have home court, and they were like, all right, come on, you're supposed to be Atlanta. But it's looked at as a positive because the Knicks, they had no previous history of making the playoffs. They took a lot of people by surprise, and they did better than expected. The Atlanta Hawks far exceeded expectations. The Milwaukee Bucks, they achieved what nobody thought they would be able to do. They won a championship. Yeah. Kudos to them. They said, whatever happens from here this point on, they got their ring. It's all good. Yeah. The Lakers, 17-0, underachieved. LeBron, AD, that's supposed to result in a championship easily. And most likely, AD never got hurt. They would have got back to the finals, 17-0. The Brooklyn Nets, like I just said, due to injuries, is what it is. The Boston Celtics, underachieved. Because you have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. You shouldn't, with that amount of talent, and Kemba Walker, even though he was injured, like that team is not supposed to be in the bubble. No, not the bubble, in the play-in tournament, fighting for a playoff spot. So that team underachieved.
Playing against the Hornets, mind you, that's getting their footing. Like,
damn, forgot the Hornets were in the playoffs.
They weren't. They're in the play-in tournament.
They're in the play-in tournament.
Right.
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors. Some might say they underachieved. Some might say they overachieved because, like, nobody really thought that there's gonna be in contention like that for the playoffs.
I think they overachieved in my book because, like, without Klay Thompson, and you see kind of how that without KD, without Klay Thompson, and it's just Steph now, and them trying to rebuild that thing. So I think they overachieved just to at least make it somewhere, finish decent in the league, and not be terrible, and not be like the worst team in the league.
But the Philadelphia 76ers definitely underachieved because they had the best record in the Eastern Conference, and they had an easy road just to even get to at least the conference finals. Like, you can't beat Atlanta?
A team that doesn't have But a team that doesn't have that many superstars, like Trae Young, probably the only all-star, but you got Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, I guess if you want to throw his name in there. But you have a team, like Ladale said, number one in the East, probably the biggest choice to go to the Eastern Conference Finals and play Milwaukee, and you lose to a team that just plays ball. You have one all-star in Trae Young.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't even defend the Sixers, because it's just like you literally had everything going for you. The Nets were injured. Like, it was only going to be you and the Bucks, and you could have easily taken the Bucks.
They would have played the Suns in the finals, and it would have, So it's like all I do is worry about Devin Booker. Like, maybe I worry about DeAndre Ayton, but Joel Embiid is right there, so not really.
You're right. Yeah.
It's just never gonna happen with the 76ers.
It's gonna be a.
I wouldn't say all that.
I can.
I look at it like this, right? I look at the Philadelphia 76ers as a franchise, right, that went to like a brothel, right? Honestly, I hope I'm not going to get
you gotta explain this.
You gotta unravel that joke because Jesus Christ.
No, it's not so much of a joke, it's an analogy. It's like, all right, obviously, like none of y'all, well, Donovan, maybe you have ever been to like a brothel where basically you go to a brothel, you have your opportunity, to like have your pick of the litter in terms of like companions, so to speak. But you have to pay
do house party because
I wouldn't call what I've been to a brothel, but yeah, in this term, yes.
Hey, y'all some old ass niggas, bro. Cause I ain't never ever.
But I'm just saying, it's like, all right, cool. Like the such they like that franchise that goes into a brothel, had their pick when they have all the money and they still walk out of there empty-handed, like they ain't getting nothing.
Ooh, I'm gonna make your analogy better, right? I'm gonna tell you, 76ers are like that one friend you got that gets all the girls, right? And y'all go to a party.
Mm-hmm.
He has the opportunity to get any girl's numbers, knock down any girl, whatever. Cuz come out with 0 numbers. And he was trying to get numbers and came out with 0. That is the Philadelphia 76ers. You had the opportunity, you have everything going for you to get it. All you have to do is seal the deal, and you can't.
I mean, our window is still open. Like,
no,
as of right now, we're
looking. I get your analogy, and your analogy is probably a bit better than mine, but I look at it more so like, okay, like you got the numbers. She was feeling you enough to give you the number, but your game was just weak, and then nothing came of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You hear like the playoffs, like you hear, but you ain't win the chip. Like you ain't go all the way. You just
like your game is weak.
Like I got a number. Yeah.
Just underperform.
That's just no 76ers, dog. Oh man, yeah, that's.
But I mean, we're still part of a city that has a winning culture, so it's like
y'all have a statue of a fake boxer. I don't want to hear it. No.
Hold on. Are you saying that Philadelphia is not a winning culture? Because we're not about to say that.
The Eagles.
I mean, the Eagles,
Phillies. Our soccer team, if you want to count soccer. Come on.
Do you watch MLS, Donovan?
No, I don't.
I don't even watch MLS. People that actually play in MLS don't watch MLS. So we're not even going to sit here and do this. But, yeah.
And you can't say the Flyers, because the Flyers, last time the Flyers was in the Stanley Cup.
Oh, I didn't say the Flyers.
He said the Phillies.
But I'm just saying Philadelphia is a winning culture.
Not really.
Not really.
How
when
so?
the Eagles won the chip, niggas were going crazy. They were burning.
But we won, right?
Yeah, but all right, but
and then the early
take that out. You got 2007,
the mid 2000s, were the Phillies not the best team in MLB?
But that's not a winning city. A winning city is like the Lakers. That's a winning franchise. That's a winning city. LA, the city of LA,
has been hot for like 2 years.
So what is your back-to-back timeline of when a city can win a ring or a championship? And what would you define?
When I think of winning coaches right now, I think of the city of Los Angeles.
Okay. California as a state in general.
The Dodgers, always in the playoffs.
Lakers.
One was it the Lakers.
Kings. I think the Kings won the Stanley Cup. I think a year or two ago. I think the Kings. I don't know. I'm not a big hockey dude. Oh, they were okay.
Last time they was there, I think it was like 2013. They played the New York Rangers.
That's when I remember. Yeah, they were there. Kings of the Dodgers.
The LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy. Yeah, LA Galaxy. I think the LA Sparks or Sparks.
The Sparks. Yeah.
I don't know if they're good or not, but
they're okay.
But yeah, LA is a city of winners.
So. The LA Rams.
So, what is your top 5 winning culture cities? Let me hear this.
LA, 1.
Okay.
2, I'll go with Boston.
Yeah, because they got the Red Sox.
The Red Sox, the Bruins, the Patriots, and the Celtics.
New York, because they got the Yankees. They got the...
Not even so much New York, because, like, the Yankees, that's just really about it. The Brooklyn Nets, nobody really claimed them like that.
And Nets, and yeah, okay, yeah, New York, hold up that.
Who else you got? You got
Damn,
yeah, that's a good question. Though.
I think that's a really solid question. I know Philly not in the top 5 though. I know that for sure.
I mean, the last time we won a World Series was 2008, and the last time we won a Super Bowl was 2017.
Okay,
so but for me, a winning city is multiple. Like you said, Boston. You got the Patriots, multiple championships. Red Sox, recent multiple championships. Like it's multiple. It's not just you win one and that's it. It's like we're going back to back and like we're good at what we do.
I mean, even though
name other teams.
I'll put Kansas City over Philadelphia.
So name other cities that went back to back, had multiple successful years, and that
Golden State.
Golden State.
We'll give you that. Yeah.
Bay Area.
Not to mention the San Francisco Giants was also hot around the time when the Warriors was ascending.
That is true. So the Bay, you can say the Bay Area.
The Bay.
I'm trying to think.
I hear what you're saying, Don, but I'm not putting Philly in that.
It just doesn't sound right. I don't know. It just doesn't.
Because when you compare to all the other cities, you just can't do it.
Like that's when you
take the 7 I understand that. So name the rest of the top 5.
That's hard because there's a lot of teams.
Exactly.
LA's definitely number 1.
LA's 1.
Oh yeah,
Boston for sure is after LA at number 2.
Boston's 2. New York kind of slipped. New York's definitely slipped.
Like it's really hard to.
Bay Area is 3.
I guess you could say Miami. Well, I wouldn't say Miami because
no, I don't know if the Marlins, Rays. I mean, you could say like Florida because I know the Rays. Did the Rays?
Yeah, and Tampa Bay won the NHL recently.
Yeah, I was.
But they don't really have the rings like that. The championship.
Miami has the Heat. They have the Heat. I don't know if the Marlins are.
And we're talking college. We have to put Alabama up there.
Yeah, winning. And we're just talking about winning cities. Yeah,
Clemson is up there.
Yeah, there's a lot more. Even damn, you know, it's bad when college like Alabama. Oh yeah,
Kansas City with the cheese alone is ahead of y'all.
Yeah, and they got
that's consistent dominance.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, it's consistent. I think that's what makes
the key.
it
That's the key. Consistency.
Like that's you winning one in 2008 and then winning one in 2017, like that's cool, but it's just like it's not like I said in Boston, the Patriots always in the Super Bowl. Boston Red Sox. I've never, I think, watched a baseball game where the Red Sox weren't really that, or was like the worst team.
Yeah, like they had last season was bad for the Red Sox.
Oh shit,
wow, they was last place.
Oh well, fuck. Well, fuck. Okay, but I mean the Boston Bruins aren't like the Bruins like hard like fire or some shit.
Oh yeah, wait, you can't go Tampa Bay. You can't go Tampa Bay because the
Buccaneers
as well.
Rays,
the Buccaneers and the
Buccaneers.
Rays. So,
Rays. Yeah.
Well, you can't say the Buccaneers because like if we're using Noel's analogy,
nigga,
back to back consistent.
Don't act like they ain't going back. Don't act like they ain't going back. They brought back the same team.
But we're using Noel's analogy. That hasn't happened yet.
But
we're using Noel's analogy. Tom Brady came to the Buccaneers. All right, so please explain yourself.
So before I give you a sec, the analogy still stands because you had the Tampa Bay Rays, who've been consistently good for like about 3 years now. The Tampa Bay Lightning, who won back-to-back Stanley Cups.
I forgot.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you got that.
Yeah, I mentioned that, yeah.
And then, the Buccaneers. Even the Buccaneers don't win the Super Bowl again, they're going back to the playoffs.
So that's 3 teams that are consistently good.
That's not guaranteed. It hasn't happened yet. So we can't use the Buccaneers.
Back to back. The Rays have been good.
Okay, all right. This wasn't supposed to be.
I'll give you. This wasn't supposed to be an NFL. The Buccaneers.
This wasn't supposed to be an NFL predictions episode. We're gonna save that for closer to the regular season. Yeah. But what team is gonna win the NFC South? If not the Buccaneers, who's winning it?
Atlanta. Can't say.
So what are we talking about? Donovan, you do this every time. We tell you.
But I'm saying, using Noel's analogy, he said back-to-back consistent. They only had one good season and they won the Super Bowl.
We're talking about
in the
city overall, Donovan.
The city overall has been back-to-back. Lightning, back-to-back. The Rays have been, like he said, consistently good. And they've
okay, all right. I misunderstood.
Tampa Bay
I will give you that.
How you misunderstood your own argument
because when he mentioned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and what Noel said was back to back, so I'm like, you can't put Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that conversation with Tampa Bay Lightning.
But listen, I did it with Boston. I said the Patriots, the Red Sox, the Bruins. Like we went city by city, and we said LA, the Dodgers, Lakers, Galaxy. Like we did it for each city. So it wasn't like, oh, well, the Lakers were really good. No, it was like, no, it was like the whole city as a collective is a winning city. You can say now Tampa Bay is a winning city. You have 3 professional sports teams.
Okay, all right. Like I said, I misunderstood. And yes, I will agree with that. Because when he mentioned Tampa Bay Buccaneers as part of their winning culture, I'm like, that's not true because Tom Brady just came there and he won the Super Bowl. They haven't been back-to-back consecutively good.
Bro. Do you need?
We need cue cards.
No, we don't. I think we just misunderstood each other.
Me and Ladale know what we're talking about.
Look, like I said, I'm just using your analogy.
I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna win the NFC South and not the Buccaneers.
And that's the thing.
Shit, I'll put my money in Atlanta.
The Falcons not doing it. Carolina not doing it.
I don't know. I mean, the Falcons might do it.
No.
Well, who?
Matt Ryan.
The Pitts. Ridley, come on.
Okay. So to your own argument, you gonna use a player that hasn't played an NFL game yet?
Yeah, because he's the most hyped tight end since
we're give me a headache, bro.
I pray for your wife. I pray because she's like, what the fuck is he talking about? I told him 8 times and he just doesn't. I didn't understand. I didn't know what the fuck.
This nigga, Donovan.
All right, I think we're at an impasse, but
are you sure you're not a Gemini?
No, I mean I am a Gemini moon or something like that.
I knew it. Gemini moon. Exactly. That's why. That is why.
But at the end of the day, do I think Joel Embiid overall deserves the extension? You got to be a dumbass.
Yeah. Oh shit, we start talking about
right, exactly.
Tom Brady. I swear to God, I'm just like, what the fuck is Joel Embiid?
Yes, he does deserve it.
If this is your first time checking out the Outta Bounds podcast and you made it this far, please give us a like. Please hit that like button, hit that share button, also subscribe to the channel to get new. Sometimes you might go a little bit off topic here.
I feel like we had like 3 major arguments today. Ben Simmons, the culture, and
but you know what? That's cool. That's cool, because that's our vibe. That's our chemistry as 3 co-hosts on the show. Like we might, it's kind of like barbershop conversations, So
I mean, I feel like that's how. I think that's just how podcasts should be, though. It shouldn't have to be so like robotic and like. So today we're gonna.
Yeah, we're not first take. We're not.
I mean, but even first take. Even first take, they don't.
We're not see for yourself.
Yeah, true.
But let's get into our third topic. And Donovan, I want you to basically I'm going to give you the floor on this because we're going to discuss Miss Naomi Osaka. Give us the rundown. Give us a rundown on this situation with Naomi in the media.
Okay, so she was at a tennis press conference, and she was asked from a reporter, Cincinnati reporter, since you benefit from the media so much, basically how do you manage your negativity or dislike for media against using it for your personal gain or whatever or something like that. She was in the midst of answering the question when she needed to take a break because she started to cry. After she came back, she finished the interview. A couple of days after, an agent released a statement saying that the reporter was bullying her, basically using tones of racism, and yeah, it was bad.
Okay, so Donovan, as the Uncle Ruckus of this podcast, where do you stand on this?
I'm gonna mention one thing before I get into that.
This man said,
because I know we talked about this on Tough Talk.
When I did,
the gatekeeping of the black community, because I haven't watched Juice or
dog. It's not even gatekeeping. Dog. First of all, it's not even gatekeeping. I sound like a 55-year-old white accountant. Like, it's not gatekeeping. It's just like, dog, you just choose to say like stupid shit. It's like
that goes against the culture, right?
Dog, I surf. What are you talking about? I'm like the against the culture.
I don't even surf, but this dude is like probably the whitest guy. He's talking about surfing.
That was your HBCU.
But suddenly I'm Uncle Ruckus.
I went to HBCU, so
you're Uncle Ruckus.
Oh, okay.
You admit it.
Went to an HBCU.
You admit it on Tough Talk.
Suddenly you're the descendant of Malcolm X. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
First of all, first and foremost, shout out the Fort Valley State University. You know what I'm saying? They're real blue and gold. Anyways, continue.
I don't know shit about that school, but shout out to
Hey, we ain't gonna do that.
You're not valid.
Oh, we not valid? Oh, word. All right, cool. We definitely gonna be Albany at the homecoming. I know that for sure.
When I think of HBCUs, I think of like Hampton, Howard, Virginia State, and shit. Grambling.
Wow.
Oh, you gotta stand up for your.
Actually, no. Actually, first of all, the illustrious Fort Valley State University is the #1 public HBCU in the state of Georgia. So, ergo,
I thought that shit was in Texas. Well, I think of Fort Valley. I think Texas.
See, Ladale, your car revoked. You gotta your black car revoked, dog. Your black car revoked, dog.
Oh,
come on, dog.
But is it not a Fort Valley, Texas, though?
I don't know what's in Texas. I'm from Georgia, bro. I don't know what the hell is in Texas. Texas is 2 countries from Europe put together. I don't know what that shit is.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Texas is, but we ain't gonna do my former school like that. Even though y'all financial aid office do be on that bullshit. But that's any HBCU. But
shout out to Fort Valley State. I don't know much about y'all. I gotta do my research, but if y'all valid, y'all valid.
They gonna be in your mentions. But all right, keep playing. I'm telling you think I'm kidding. I'm serious.
If y'all got any interns for us, I'll take them. You know,
they ain't gonna want to intern here now because you ain't fuck with them. So it's like, nah, bro.
It's not that I don't fuck with it. I've never heard of it.
No, it's just when he's on a resume, he's like Florida Valley State. What the fuck is that?
Donovan, you went to Temple. Stop it. Like, what?
I didn't go to college, all right? I didn't need to go to the white man's higher education.
My man went to ICD college. He went to
your own fault.
That's your fault.
He went to that Romeo school, ICDC college.
Man said ICDC. What the fuck is this? ACDC? They need to rock and roll and shit?
Oh, shit.
Man said ICDC. Oh, man. Maz went to Phoenix University and was like, yo, fam, I went to a Phoenix University. But that's not a real college, bro. But
my man went to online school.
Yeah.
I can't talk shit because I got classes online from my college, so I can't really say shit. But
it's COVID related, though, right?
Yeah. No, yeah. It's COVID related. That's why. But if you go to, I don't know, University of Phoenix, that's just capitalism in itself because, like, dog, you go into debt and not get the college experience. If you go into debt, you might as well get drunk on the weekend and do it. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you go into debt, at least have fun going into debt. It's not fun. I hate it, but at least
I used to see that shit advertising on Mari after Mari and shit like that.
What an education connection? Like what the fuck is that? What the fuck is education?
Got the nerve to have a white person.
Education. Look, let's get to the urban youth by rapping. Education connection, bro. What the fuck, dog? Just say play a sport and go to school. Nigga, like I don't know. I got it on scholarship because I was smart enough to do it. So I don't.
Oh shit! Ain't no such thing as a Fort Valley, Texas. What I was talking about.
Yeah, so Fort Valley State is valid. We're not gonna do this. Fort Valley State University is valid. Shout out to Fort Valley State, FESU. They're gonna beat Albany at homecoming. We good. The real blue and gold. Simple. That's it.
What's your most notable alumni from there?
DC Young went there.
DC Young McFly.
Yeah, DC Young Flyer.
DC Young McFly.
He's out.
Yeah, Donovan, wait, hold on, Donovan. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do.
I'll just make it sure because you're Dawson. You're Dawson, motherfucker.
Right, exactly.
Bro, Ladale be trying him. Do you know?
That's what I'm saying. Every time my fucking black card is in question. Yes, I watch
bro. I'm just going on what you said on Tuck Talk. By the way, if y'all missed last week's episode of Tuck Talk, check that out. Donovan said a lot of foul shit during that episode.
No, I didn't.
Guys, I watched One Tree Hill instead of Living Single. Like, what the fuck?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god!
Wait.
It's
wait, I just heard the second.
You didn't watch wait. Here's the question. Yeah. No. Here's the biggest question. What came first? Living Single or Friends?
I always get Living Single and Living Color mixed up. And Living Color is the sketch show, right?
Yes.
Living Color is the Black Saturday Night Live, bro.
Okay, all right. That was started by Damian Wayans. Okay, got it. I don't know. Honestly, I'm pretty sure In Living Color was first. Living Single was first.
Have you ever watched Living?
It was Keenan Ivory Wayans, but okay.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, I apologize.
Not all black people are the same, Donovan.
But I know who the Wayne brothers are and the Wayne's family is.
You found because they all look alike. Shut up.
They know nothing like that. What the?
They all look alike. He said, "Yo, you know all black people don't look like."
So you know all the Wayne's brothers. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
And you know exactly who they are and what they look like.
Well, I can tell them.
And I know the sister too. Do you know they have a sister?
They have a couple of sisters, and she was one of the writers on My Wife and Kids.
Which was the most famous one?
I couldn't tell you. I believe Kevin Wayne's.
But I bet you could have named the whole cast of Dawson Creek.
Yeah, because I watched that show.
So you watch One Tree Hill?
I don't think Donovan want to be black.
It's funny because I get where Donovan's coming from, but I think I'm accepted because I still like have that black culture. But I just like I just do
Donovan abandoned it.
I just do extracurriculars that are white. Like I snowboard, skateboard, and I surf. But I've seen Boys in the Hood.
You hear this, man?
But I've seen Living Single. I've seen every Tyler Perry movie.
And he played lacrosse.
I refuse to watch Tyler Perry movies.
We have a special episode where it's a black quiz because I gotta see this.
Donovan, you're like PK Subban.
Perfect. That is perfect. That is perfect. He is PK Subban. Donovan, your PK Subban, dog.
That's your new nickname.
I mean, I don't know what you guys want from me. Like,
she's married to Lindsay Vaughn or whatever her name is.
Donovan, you have a role on this show, and you play it well. Like, you give us material to just always take at you, and that's what I appreciate.
This is fun. But back to Naomi Osaka being tougher skin. Yeah. Speaking of tougher skin, Naomi Osaka. I'm gonna be here all night, guys. I think Naomi Osaka. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like. I think the reporter was saying like she's takes this high role in the media, and I don't think she does. I think the only reason why people now pay attention or care about anything is because what she said. Like before, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, she's the best. She's just perfect. She does everything well." It's because she didn't say anything. But now the fact that she just says, "Hey, Black Lives Matter. Hey, I have I'm dealing with mental health issues," or "Hey, this is happening." Now she's opened herself up to ridicule, and I think for me, that's kind of why when she first started, she didn't say much because she knew what was gonna come being like a superstar athlete and saying something like as I guess like shaky as like Black Lives Matter, or just even the fact that it has to be shaky, but the fact that she said certain things that some people may or may not agree with, that's kind of made her more popular in the media. But I don't think she's like, I don't think she uses it to her. I don't think she's out here like using the media to her advantage or whatever. I don't think she does that. I think she, if anything, she doesn't really want to be messed with, really, in my opinion.
But do you think that the reporter was bullying?
But ask her. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't think he. I don't think he was. I think he was just asking a stupid question. I don't think he was really bullying. He just asked a question that didn't make sense because it didn't. It's not her. So it's like, I guess you could take it as bullying. I guess you could take it as assuming. But for me personally, no, I don't think his intent was to bully her. I just think he just asked a stupid question that didn't make sense.
I'll say this in regards to the whole name. By the way, I just gotta say that I'll still call for a word that you did not go to college. That means you lied on your resume, but that's okay. It's okay.
What you mean? I never put that I went to college. I put that I went to 1 year of community college and dropped out.
Temple University.
But no, I would never claim Temple.
Nigga lied on his resume, but it's all good though. It's all good.
Hold on. Because we can pull up my resume. I never lied.
It's gonna be the Outta Bounds podcast with James Harden and Kyrie Irving next week, nigga.
Right? Because now my shit ain't questioning. Yeah, I mean, I put community college because that's how I went 1.5 years, but I never put no other school on.
Oh man, it's like this man lied to me. So betrayed.
Yeah, next question. I'm at a loss for words, but I get back to like my thoughts. Don, I'm just fucking with you. Get back to my thoughts on the whole Naomi Osaka thing. I don't feel like she's not wrong for feeling the way she feels. Because obviously we're all human. We all have emotions, right? And I feel like it does us a disservice when we suppress those emotions. Where she went wrong is expressing those emotions on camera. Because now you're only thing that you're doing is you're just giving the media more fuel to the fire. Because now they're like, oh my God, like, we could easily get to this young girl. And that's only going to do even more harm to her mental health because now she's going to look back and she's going to see her reaction because this is going to be all over YouTube. It's going to be all over Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
You know, then, like, you don't want to like look back like 10 years from now and seeing clips of you crying on camera. You know, so I said like she should have just held like a brave face before as she was on camera. And then just, deal with those emotions, in private.
I mean, I think she does, to answer the question, I think she does need to, like, learn how to deal with the media more. I'm trying to say this without sounding misogynistic, because I know they're going to come from, well, you're saying that women need to be... No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the limelight that she's in, like, this is your life. Like, you're one of the most famous athletes in the world. You need to learn better to deal with the media. Like, I don't know what else I could say because I'm not in her world, but
yes.
Like, I mean,
yeah, I'm not gonna judge either. It's just that, like I said, like she's not wrong for feeling the way she feels.
Right? Yeah.
Like, do not give the media the leverage that it needs to pick on you further. You know what I'm saying? That's
what I'm trying to say.
So I'll say she needs tougher skin in front of the media. That's what I'll say. She needs to go that Kevin Durant route where she's just like, you know what, fuck y'all.
Yeah, no, because because the more I feel like the more she is emotional in front of like the media and it's going on Twitter, the more like you'll see like these incel toxic people on Twitter be like, oh, see, she's just emotional, blah blah blah. What's mental health? And it's just like you're giving like fuel to this fire of just like it's okay to be upset and it's okay to voice that upset. But like Ladale said, don't give these people the ammunition to make things worse because they definitely will. Anything that makes a story will run. So don't give them ammunition to make this a worse situation.
Yeah, I mean, during the press, I forgot to mention that she did. Her answer to the question was she's learning how to balance like dealing with the media and stuff like that. So she didn't give like an honest answer of how she's handling like the media and stuff like that. But like, yeah, in terms of what Noel said, this isn't going to be the last question, the first and last question that you're ever going to face about criticizing the media. It's you just have to navigate it and deal with it, I believe.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to leave it with that one. So let's get to the 2-minute drill. Speaking of emotional players, Kevin Durant did an interview arguably the most emotional player in the NBA, Draymond Green. They uncovered a lot of things as far as like whether or not the Warriors were the 3-peat had KD not got hurt, whether or not Draymond was the cause of KD leaving the team to go to the Brooklyn Nets, and his kids will potentially be in the future of Kevin Durant. Yes, they even went that. Draymond actually went that far to mention that KD's 33, about to be 33 years old, and still does not have any kids, which kind of like I think of the roundabout sus where you kind of like try to tell, all right, so like, what's good with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because in the black community, like you expect to have kids at a certain age, especially like you already established. But I think KD, he gave like a great answer in that regard. You know, he's focused on his career and all that. But what do you guys think about the interview? Like, no, I know you saw the interview. Like, Donovan, do you get a chance to see? I know it's like 2 black people on camera, so you probably wasn't feeling that.
No, I didn't get a chance to see it because I was watching the last episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay, that's not bad. I was about to say like One Tree Hill.
I was trying to find the whitest show that I could think of.
I thought he was gonna be like, yeah, I was watching the last episode of Dawson's Creek. And
I should have said something like that or Gossip Girl.
90210.
I thought he was gonna say Pretty Little Liars or some shit. Honestly.
Oh no, I ain't never watched that. I ain't that white.
Yeah, man, being white sucks. No, I'm kidding. That's like what it sounded like. It's like, yeah, I'm not that white. Being white, peh, gross. No, I'm kidding.
At least you know you're white. You know.
I mean, if we really want to get into I did my ancestry or my 23andMe.
Yeah, African.
I'm West Sub-Saharan African. Nigeria and Ghana.
But you know,
Ghanaian?
Yeah, GHA and
Ghanaian. Yes.
But I feel like with any black people, they're gonna say that you come from Africa.
Nah, I figured out my dad. We're 56% Nigerian. You know what I'm saying?
So look, we part of the same.
Nah,
y'all not part of the same tribe. Y'all not part of the same tribe.
Hell nah. I said, nah, fuck no.
He's like, nah, you ain't invited to my cookout. And shit.
Nah. I'm just.
Y'all ancestors did not grow up in the same huts. Chill out.
Hell nah. Bro. We are not the same, my boy. I watch Living Single, you watch Friends. We not the same.
I don't watch Friends. Like it was.
Oh, you don't watch Friends?
It was an okay show. I seen.
You watched Seinfeld.
Seinfeld wasn't bad. I'm gonna give it to him.
Seinfeld was good.
I never saw an episode of Seinfeld in my life.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like
and by the way, for the record, like I have none against white people. Like there's white people part true of a culture, like, and I truly appreciate it.
Oh my god,
they do a lot. They do a lot of great work behind the scenes for us. I'll just
I'll have to put this out there.
I'll just fucking with Donovan. That's all that is.
No, my thing is like I feel like everyone I meet like in high school, like, why do you must hate white people? I don't like I have friends that are white. No, but like I just joke, and that's how we joke with each other. It's just like
I think in today's society, especially for you being from HBCU, people automatically take that as, oh, like they're anti-white there or something like that.
It's funny because like
there's white people that go to HBCUs,
but not for now. There's like one, but there was only one. but no, my thing is like I grew up in the suburbs. I was surrounded literally all my life by white people. So for me to go, I guess it was overcompensation. I guess because some black people like, well, you overcompensated to go. I just wanted to go because I wanted to experience. Because I got accepted to Morehouse College, and to go to a school where everyone that is intelligent and you're not just deprived to just playing sports. You can be smart. You can be an artist or whatever and be black. That's what I loved about it. So me going to HBC was like, yo, I get to go to a school of people that are smart like me. We all have aspirations to be better than just athletes and rappers, and we can do that together. That's what I liked. That's what I enjoyed because I was never around that. I was always a token person. I hated it. I was a token person on the lacrosse team. I was a token person skateboard. I hated that because I was like, dog, I just want to do this thing that I enjoy to do. Whether, it doesn't fucking matter. So to go to a place, and there's kids that did skateboard at Fort Valley State. There's kids that skateboard. There's kids that played lacrosse. There's kids that played soccer, and they were black. And I was like, bro, it's so like I can do these things and still be. So that's why I went. So I think but I have best of both worlds. I grew up around a lot of white kids. I have a lot of white friends. Later years, I went to HBCU, so it's like I'm still black. I still have like family in like College Park and like Long Beach. So it's just like I'm not detached from that.
It's Stanley, Kyle, Nathan. You guys are watching. We appreciate your viewership.
Wait, Stanley? Yeah. Wow.
Wow. I was like, who the fuck is?
But no, we definitely.
And Josh, shout out to Josh as well.
Shout out to Josh. No, we definitely. I think I love every. Oh my gosh. No, we love. I think we love. I love everybody. So it's cool. It's all love for everybody. It's just if it's all love, you'll get these jokes. And right now, white people are just getting the jokes. It is what it is. Like this is our reparations because we ain't got nothing yet. So we go give you all these jokes. You can't. It's just it is what it is. But
even Kaepernick get these jokes.
Kaepernick can get black people. Donovan's getting the jokes as we speak. Yeah. So I don't know what.
And he the darkest one hit.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure somewhere along these lines, YouTube has found a couple of racist comments.
This video ain't gonna do good. I just know. Racist jokes. They gonna flag this shit.
They like, hey, yo, get these.
So please support us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio.
No, it's all love. No, but for real, like we love everybody here at True Culture. Like Ladale said, we have white people that work on us. It's all love, but it's just when we joke. If you want to be invited to the cookout, if you want to do whatever,
this is how
just know you're gonna get the jokes. Like that's it. Like
it's a sign of love.
It's just how people communicate. It's jokes. Like the amount of white people I've been around, if I said these same exact jokes, where like, oh yeah, I sound like I said the joke where I sound like a 55-year-old white accountant. I've said that before, and all my wife was like, yeah. That's funny because it's somewhat true. It's like black or white. It's like, yo, it's true. It's a joke. It's funny. So the fact that I have to sit here and explain it is just like, but it's just like I love everybody. So it's just like if you take it back poorly, I apologize that you feel that way. But it's all jokes. Like we love each other. We love everybody here. Yeah, if we didn't love you, we wouldn't joke with you. Like that's it.
And Donovan definitely loves everybody. And ask me like
I was gonna say definitely. He said he definitely.
And ask me like Marie, Allison, Caitlin, Tyler, Hannah. Like y'all all know y'all invited to the cookout.
Exactly. Even though there's no cookout, but y'all invited.
Those are all the white people that's part of the time.
Speaking of, I ain't been to one in like a decade. So.
Yo, I hit 4 cookouts in the beginning of the summer.
You in Philly? You never been to a cookout in a decade?
Man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, most of my friends are white.
What you do? You just go to brunch?
Yeah.
I go to brunch. But brunch in Atlanta different.
And I take a nice bike ride through the city afterwards.
See, but we do that in Atlanta. But
my man be having picnics.
I've had a couple of picnics, yes.
And flying kites. I bet you fly.
I wouldn't mind flying a kite. I actually would love a kite.
I can't see.
You know what? We might not even get to the whole Draymond and KD shit. This shit is too fun.
This is too funny.
It's too fun.
We're out of bounds, guys. This is what we do.
But quick thoughts. Like, what are you guys' thoughts on the whole KD and Draymond interview? You can sum it up in one word. Like, what would it be?
Needed. That's all I think needed. I mean, it was needed because they had that big fight in 2018, and it somewhat led to KD be like, you know what, I can go somewhere else and do this. So I think it was needed. It's like when I think more NBA players are doing it because of the Shaq and Kobe, because they did it and then Kobe passed away. And it's like, yo, there's a lot of players or former teammates, rivals, whatever, that somewhat need to have this like reconciliation. Whoa. words. Just reconciliation of just like what happened. So I think as sports fans, we love that. So it's like it was needed, in my opinion.
Donovan, even though you haven't seen because you was watching some show on
Yeah,
TV,
I definitely will watch it after this, but I'm all for two black men talking and squashing beef, so more love.
As for me,
does that fit the narrative? No.
Hey,
as for me, I know it's not one word, but I'll just say like passing the buck. That's basically all that they did. Especially the part when they talk about like the reason why KD left. Like, how can you blame Bob Myers and Steve Kerr for an incident, Draymond, that you had with KD on the court? Basically telling them that they're gonna fuck everything up, and I guess you could say they kind of did. Like, they should not have brushed over it. They should have acknowledged it.
But you did it, dog. Like
exactly, like you did it, bro.
Like I get that part. Like I get what he was saying. He was like, "Yo, like they didn't handle it well." Which, okay, cool. But again, you did it. Like it's not like Steve Kerr was talking mess about KD and was like, "Oh yeah, we gotta get rid of this nigga." Like they didn't say that. It was just like, dog, you did it on the court. So I bet Steph Curry's at home like, dog, you did it. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Steve?
I look at it as like cheating on your partner and blaming your partner for why you cheated. That's kind of like what that sounded like to me.
You kind of right. Yeah, I cheated on her because you don't do blah 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 blah. I'm like, you still cheated. I get it.
The man basically said that KD left not because of what I did, but the reaction that y'all had to what I did to him.
Oh, that's what he said.
In so many words, like, yeah. Essentially,
damn.
he said he was telling Steve Kerr and Bob Myers like, y'all gonna fuck up and da 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 da, and then KD's like they basically he's just saying they swept it under the rug and they didn't like come out and were honest with the team about it. Essentially, but it's still like, dog, you still picked the like. This doesn't negate the fact that you did it. Like, just okay, yeah, you're right, true, but you still started.
Steve Kerr did not call KD a bitch. Bob Myers did not call KD a bitch.
Why is my screen
call KD a bitch?
Not technical difficulties,
bro. We both see you.
No, but I can't see anything. Like my screen's black.
Oh. But
wow.
KD, he's also a part of our next 2-minute drill segment, and that is the NBA 2K ratings. Now, guys, no, I know you saw the ratings. Donovan, have you seen the ratings?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, so what are we thinking in regards to like the top 10 players?
Let me see the top 10 players.
When's the last time they gave somebody a 99?
They always give people 99s.
They haven't given somebody 99, man. I think the only 99 is MJ.
Oh, Madden. I'm tripping. Yeah,
Madden does.
No, LeBron was the 99 like maybe 5 years ago, right, or something like that.
LeBron was a 9. I think they've given LeBron has been a 99 before. No, he's been a 99 before. I remember. LeBron James was a 96. Kevin Durant 96.
The highest rated players are 96. You got 4 96s. You got LeBron, KD, Giannis, and Steph tied for 96. Got Kawhi and Jokic and Embiid at 95, and Luka, Harden, and Dame at 94. Do you guys agree with these ratings?
The only question I have
is 1 through 10. Is 1 through 10? Is this the correct 10 names on this list? Can you think of another name that's supposed to be in this top 10?
I would take not Joel Embiid. I would take Devin Booker. I think he's earned it.
Who is he going over? I don't think he's going over anybody on this shit.
I think this is a solid list.
I would say Joel Embiid, but I already know I'm going to be crucified for that take. But I don't know. I think Devin Booker, scoring wise, all around, I would take him over Joel Embiid. That's just my opinion. He at least needs to be a 94. I feel like he should at least be top 10.
I don't know about that.
I think that list is pretty solid, especially trying to take out Joel Embiid after he had an MVP season.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay.
He did not have an MVP season, Donald. He did not win MVP.
No, please. I know we don't get along, but back me up.
They were they were talking about him and Jokic and how he and Jokic kind of have a similar
The only reason why he didn't get MVP was because he didn't play enough games. Like, come on, he was the lead front runner for half the season.
Damian Lillard should be a 94 overall with the rapping, since 2K's having a fucking hip hop. That's gonna be a smooth 75 overall.
Dame is cold as a rapper. He cold.
The only question I have is, how does somebody, like, why is everybody 96? I'll take Dame over how does somebody get to 97?
You say Dame over Lil Baby?
The Baby.
Oh, I'm about to say, the whole season later for to be on yo neck. We said Damian Lillard over Lil Baby, and everybody in Atlanta on your head.
And I know it's not politically correct. You know, fuck it, I ain't even gonna do it.
Speak your mind.
No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna finish this episode off correctly.
Yeah,
okay.
But my only thing is, I think LeBron is too high. I think it's too high. 96, I think that's too high.
I don't think LeBron. I think it's just because LeBron. Everyone knows LeBron. I agree with you. I think LeBron is in a 96. I would say LeBron's a smooth. I would say he's a 95.
95, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
say 94.
But I don't understand, how does somebody get over the hump of 96? Like, why is there no 98?
I don't know why. Because in previous years, there's been 98s. LeBron's been in 99 before. So I don't understand.
Because I'm seeing the top 5, and I'm like, everybody over there should be over 97.
I was about Anthony Davis not up here.
Oh, he is not up there. You are right.
I mean, because y'all know me, I've been saying AD is like a top 5, top 10 player throughout this whole season out of bounds. So
yeah, but the two big men that they have up there was,
and he's better than both of them.
No, but he was better. They were better than him last year, and I think that's what the ratings are.
Okay, but all right? But Anthony Davis is better than Jokic and Embiid. Let's be for real.
I can't say all that because Anthony Davis is scared to be the center.
He's a power forward.
But he's scared to play the center. He's built like a center.
Is he really though? He's kind of
afraid to be in the paint.
He's a real forward. I would say he's a real.
And he has guard skills. You have to think that this man grew like 10 inches in high school. He grew like a guard.
Embiid shows signs of guard skills.
But let's show the WNBA some love too. So we got some love. We also have some WNBA ratings. Not this.
I just want the women to have a WNBA game where they can do My Career, because I'm trying to get someone's daughter and we can play.
They have that, together.
Bro. Wasn't that last year?
No, that was they could only play they couldn't play like in the park. They couldn't play like.
Or am I thinking of NBA Live where you was able to?
NBA Live. But I could have sworn they had like a My Career for the.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think it was like really trash. I don't think they had a park. I don't think you could play like the women could play online like that would be hard though. If you could if the basketball dudes that are the women out there that love basketball, they can have a space to like do the My Career and then come play in the park too. Like I think that would be dope. That's like something
that would be dope. Yeah.
Basic. Like imagine you and your girl playing in the park and dropping niggas off on the park. That's hard, bro. Bro, she throwing you oops and you. That's hard, bro. That's love. That's love.
Yeah, you can't deny that
basketball. Shit. I'm gonna play for your heart. Check up. Like, what are you talking about? That's hard.
All right. So what do you think about these WNBA 2K ratings here? Breonna Stewart is the top rated at 94. You got Asia Wilson at 94. Jonquel Jones at 94. Candace Parker at 93. And Brittany Griner at 92. Do we agree with this?
Pretty solid. I mean, I feel like Breonna Stewart should be like 96. Pretty solid.
Outside that, my girl Liz Cambage ain't up here. I'll actually take Candace. I'll say Candace Parker is the cover athlete, but I would say Candace.
Is Lexi Brown on there?
No.
Damn.
It's like, why is there only a top 5? Like,
because they're women, bro.
Bro.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me clean that up.
Please do.
Please.
Please.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean it in the sense that okay, like they're women, and you know how in these video games they do not market women correctly in sports video games.
Okay.
All right.
That's basically what I'm saying.
He just said they're women. I'm like, hey, yo, what? Hold up, hold up, Joe.
You see, and I don't want nobody to clip that wrong.
Exactly. That's why I was like. That's why we said. Oh, that's why we said it the way we did. Like, oh, bro, we gonna check you real quick. Like, what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying?
I'll just say because I'll just say in the case that all right, one, they're women, and what I meant by that is the fact that okay, like in history has shown in sports video games they do not market women correct. Even like in FIFA, like I remember when they first had like the U.S. Women's National Soccer Team and all that, they put them in the covers and all that, and then they faded into the background. That's just. For some reason, the promotional material is just not there with the female athletes. Like, look at it with the guys. You have top dunkers. You know, they don't have no women in the WNBA that dunk. That's not being like sexist. It's just it is what it is.
I mean, Brittany Guerrero dunks a couple of times.
I'm not gonna hold you. Liddell's kind of right. Like, there's no one that like dunks.
You got top 3-point shooters in 2K. You got the top 10 overall. All the women get is a top 5.
That's sad.
You don't get like the top 3-point shooter. You don't get like the top point guards and all that.
I just think video games, they're just lazy. They're lazy now. It's not even like they don't even put in the effort to like make a decent game that just common. Like even NBA Live, probably the best. Like it's like, yo, you give best of both worlds. Everyone's equal. Like, yo, if there's a WNBA section, like, yo, they should have a My Career. They should have like the option to come play in the park with everybody else. Like, why is it so hard? I don't even think it's that hard to even do. It's just
I think they just don't see the value in having that. I feel like they don't see statistically there's not a lot of females that play it.
But there's a lot of women streamers that stream 2K and that be in the park playing 2K and Madden. So it's just like it's there.
I play the WNBA mode in 2K. I actually enjoy it. I'm glad that they're part of franchise mode and all that now, so I'm cool with that. My only thing is I think that they just need to do better when it comes down to the rookies because it's a shame that none of the rookies have cyber faces in the game.
Wow, so the WNBA can't even get face scans?
So, like, the number one overall pick from the Dallas Wings, Charlie Collier, she doesn't have a cyber face. My girl, Dee Richardson from the New York Liberty, she doesn't have a cyber face. She don't even have her signature puff hairstyle. So,
is that because of COVID or they just?
This was 2K21 came out.
I can't really say it's for COVID because like they updated the other players throughout the season in the NBA side. So
it's possible.
I mean, I think it's the same way with the NBA. From a financial standpoint, I guess they just don't see.
What's a standpoint?
I
wasn't gonna let that shit.
What's called? I guess they just don't see the need, or they don't see anything of value coming back to them. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
It's like the same people that say, why don't the NBA support the WNBA or vice versa or something
like that? They do.
Yeah.
They do. To me, they do more than enough.
To me, I think the NBA does. Even the players, they do. Like, when you see Kobe, God bless the dead, before he passed away, Kobe showing
he was always showing up support for soccer and
the hoodies, and he was there. So it's like there's more than enough people. I feel like it's the men that don't play sports and they're like, this is not how sports should be. Like those guys, like, I don't like women's sports. You just hate women because anybody that plays sport, like me, anyone that enjoys sports and has played
let's see, maybe females are just not that interested in the WNBA.
And they probably
I think that's
aren't.
Really what it is. That's really what
and they probably aren't. There you go. Okay, cool.
Which I find it kind of crazy when you have all these females advocating, especially in the sports media, advocating for like, the WA deserves this and that, but they barely cover it. They so caught up in the NBA, like you barely see like female. Either you have some, but you barely see like female reporters interviewing like WNBA stuff. They always focus on the NBA.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna get a WNBA jersey because that India and the Fever jersey is hard. Cause I saw Josh Christopher with that on. I was like, bro, when I saw the alternate jerseys, the city jerseys, I was like, I need at least.
I mean, I was supporting the New York Liberty in the first half of the season.
I think the Dallas, I think the Dallas Sonic. I forgot their name.
Dallas Wings.
Dallas Wings. Their jersey, the military one, hard. So I was just like, I support it. I watch it when I can. I know I follow them. And I'm like, yeah, I just love sports, so I'll watch it if it's on. But yeah, I mean, it just depends. I just don't like when people and guys like, well, she's gonna be a Hall of Fame kitchen cleaner. It's like, dog, you're saying the same joke.
Yeah, these jokes, they're not even funny.
First of all, you're not gonna tell Lexi Brown this to her face, bro. Like, you're not saying any of these. You probably can't pull any of these girls that you're talking shit to. Like, what you probably wouldn't even want to talk to them. So it's like, why? What are you doing? Like, just get a life, grow up. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But to be misogynistic about it doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. It's just sports. I don't care. So
well said. Well said. I feel like we could leave that there. This has probably been the longest episode Out of Bounds ever.
Because we've been out of bounds the entire
So that said, like, I don't want to hold up you guys too much longer. So let's plug ourselves on the way up. So let everybody know where they can find you, brother.
Austin. That's everything. Yeah, that's everything. IG, social media, Snapchat, LinkedIn, MySpace, bro. Like, it's just MySpace. If you still got it,
I still have an active MySpace.
Jesus. They shut that down like years ago.
Who's in y'all top 6? Actually, we'll say that for a future episode.
But yeah, all that. Catch me at Tuck Fashion Week. You know what I'm saying? Your boy
next
gonna be
Friday
fitted.
and next Saturday.
Your boy gonna be fitted. I'm gonna have 2 custom outfits for Tuck Fashion Week. Hair braided, skin glowing, whip stupid. Shout out to Tyler the Creator. But yeah, we're gonna be there. It's gonna be fun. So that's where I'm gonna be at.
And check out his interview that we just dropped with RQ Tech. It's a dope interview, flawless work. I'm proud of my guy Noel. Check out that interview. RQ Tech is also a dope artist, so check him out as well. Now, Dottie, let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find
my
my socials down below.
That's it.
That's it.
Donovan's I think we all need to have like a white name. I don't because I have 3 of them. But I think Donovan's white name is gonna be Dawson. That's gonna be
Dawson. That's
Dawson.
That works for you. You look like a Dawson.
He does look like a Dawson. It's not even bad. It's just you look like a dude named Dawson.
I mean, isn't Donovan enough? Or do you consider that a black name?
There's black Donovan. It's Donovan McNabb.
I've never seen a white guy named Donovan though. Yeah, I've never seen.
Yeah, that's true. I had a friend in high school that was named Donovan. Okay.
And of course he was. No, I'm kidding.
He was black.
That would be the 2. I was like, that's too easy. I don't want to do that anymore. But yeah.
And as for me, you guys can find me at Ladale the Fashionista on IG. Also, I'm the moderator in the True Urban Culture Instagram account. So we're also taking more inquiries for Tuck Fashion Week. So all of our models out there, we just dropped the information for our next model casting. So if you need any further details, hit my DMs over there. I'll be able to provide more information for you as far as like the headshot portfolio, all that good stuff. As for me, like I know I've been away for a while. I actually wasn't gonna plan on being a part of this episode, but my spirit told me, you know what? I think this would be a good episode to make a comeback on. I'm not dead or anything like that. I'm still here behind the scenes doing what I can, to push out this great content for you guys, help out with Tuck Fashion Week and all that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on next week's episode, but this has definitely been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. It's fun being a part of this panel. Dope conversation. We went off topic a few times, but you know what? You got some jokes out of it. So it was all
one take Drake. That's all we doing. One take Drake.
Exactly. We barely rehearse. We just go off the cuff. The name of the show is Outta Bounds. We go take it there sometimes, So, but, hope you guys have fun with us. If this is your first time viewing Outta Bounds, hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back next week, Even if I'm here, if it's just Donovan and Noel, continue to support the guys, like we all work hard here. Try to give you guys great entertainment, great value, and yeah, that's just about it. You can catch me on the Gamer Chair on Twitch, tomorrow. When this episode drops later on tonight at 9 p.m. So you can check me out there. Myself, Sean, and Isaiah, we like to kick back, play some video games and shit. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, have a good one. And yeah, that's just about it, man.
He said one take Drake. That's all we do. One take
Fuck it. I ain't doing this shit. All right, peace, y'all.